that's being challenged. So this is something that I'm going to really keep an eye on him and how this Reyna works for them. At the moment, it's going to start with a flash up for his teammates to try and go for a peek, but nothing comes of that. In fact, Hibber falls in a 1-for-1 trade. The heals at least taken out of the scenario, so the damage done to their Omen will remain, and in fact it will be finished off as well with pyjamas falling. Animel now have B site control. They should get a plant and a man advantage for the post plant.
Nice play on the feet, you know, by Polvi. He stayed on the wall when he was on brink of falling, and he got a kill base on that. That was really cool to see that he just fought on the spot about that.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Up from above, Mixwell takes one, but that's not going to be enough. The 2v2 emerges, and they at least know where Polvi is. They've cleared out the backside as well, so this is pretty much confirmed that both these players are towards the wall. Zeke, caught up by the nade. It's going to tickle him up a little bit as he swings, and that's enough to allow Keft to take the frag themselves. Some damage, forcing some reinvestment. You have to capitalize in a round like this, and they have got weapons to work with. Mixwell especially coming out on mid. Great flash and great kill. Out of there he goes. Give up vent control, sure. If you look at it this way, the map control that you have in vent when you don't have anybody, like, you look at the positions on B. Nobody is playing upper B, nobody's peeking in the mid. It's worthwhile giving them that control in exchange for a kill, because this angle that he's holding now is just so strong. There's the feet, and there's the kill. Another one. You know, they're just walking into it, lands to the slaughter.
Just basically 3 frags, and you can see how powerful Breach is. He can help while being basically on B. He can still flash heaven or mid. So he's essentially like just putting so much pressure on both possible ways where attackers can enter. With his fault line, left. With his flashes, with his aftershock, everything is useful here. He's gonna be instrumental to the defenses here. But you're not gonna see it because everyone else will be taking the frags.
One enemy remaining.
Change of positioning from G2 as well. Piv was playing mid, but set up trap inside of vents, which now they will be aware that someone is pushing it.
Okay, with Polvi down, they lose a lot of the control that they had now, knowing there could be a player coming up the ramp. It's going to delay them in pushing through as they now look to push onto the site. The wall is still blocking them off from the reinforcements coming in from spawn. So again, this is just time consuming, right? It means it's going to take a lot longer for them to actually do something. Paranoia hit pyjamas, stops him from really doing anything, but here's Zeke's reaction. Rolling Thunder, that's one kill at least. They saw the player Flowers, I thought, but they dealt with them anyways. And then Hibber is just playing that position. Whereas, say, for example, you're playing B, you can definitely use defensive. It's almost preferred at times, because if you peek close, you're in one-shot headshot most of the time. Oh, man, how's Mixwell getting away with a second peek? He's going to go for more. You know he is, but Polvi punishes him, thankfully, this time, then even gets a second. This has turned from an insanely good start to a very, very poor position. I don't like that he's pushing when he's still like 30 HP. They'd rather wait for the full health heal up, but hey, it's all about timing, I guess, getting out to the site. They don't know the pyjamas is snuck up behind into B main. That's one free kill, but now that he's known, the Paranoia has to go out. Another duel that goes his way. Can they win it? The 2v2 Keft has done well to trade it back. TP into backside, confirming they're both here. He saw them both. That's really important information now under his belt. Allows his teammate to stop worrying about a heaven flank. He's TP'd. They saw him on the right side, but this is supposed to serve as a distraction as his teammate comes up behind.
One enemy
Timing's a little bit... Okay.
What?
He's low HP and he just swung on them, and now here comes Pip to save the day. I don't know how G2 won that, really. Like, I understand what happened, but I still don't understand what happened. You know what I mean?
I don't understand how Pathetic would, like, go to... You can still get the heal from his Sage, if it's available.
Cage triggered.
At this point as well, I wanted to mention this is G2 just playing super confident. Like, you can see they're just playing no respect at the moment, and your heart almost goes out to Animel, because this is the hardest G2 to play against. When they're coming out just swinging and making these decisions that don't make sense, like on paper they're making the wrong decisions a lot, and they know that. They're just playing confident. They're just playing it's the very typical interview. They're playing their own game. I noticed Looker did it earlier. But it is.
But yeah, 100%. This is the moment where G2 just is not tilted at all. They probably just laugh in the voice comms, and they know how they are, you know, how...
Most of the time, that's a direct quote, but oh, you're dead. Brave attempt, but one that has not paid off. Artis is behind the cage, and he's caught. Like a bad game of hide and seek. And triple tagged up by the aftershock. This could be pretty interesting. They finish the point quickly. They don't have a dedicated IGL. They just call whenever you feel like you've got a good idea, which is normal in most teams, right? If you really feel like you've got a good idea, you can call, and the IGL won't get mad. But generally, there's a go-to, right? And so his ideas will prevail, and you'll be playing by his idea of how to play the game. By his, I can't think, like, mantra. But when you come up against a team that doesn't have that, it's very hard to predict them because they don't play by one set of rules. They play by however the hell they feel like. In the moment, Zeke, nice little tap. He's got 1v3. This was a good round from Animel. They execute into the A site while I was making the point. But, oh, come on, Zeke! What? He's got 3! Headshot after headshot. 8 bullets left. Player behind him. He has no idea. Surely not. Come on! Zeke's got it with a 4K. Got enough time to defuse. And if this doesn't show why G2 are just super confident right now,
let's see if it pays out. They didn't get it. Control. Hilber with the kill. 22 HP. It repositions. He has the chance to kill another one, but unfortunately dies to a flying Zeke.
Flying Zeke, and the right clicks coming through. I mean, that's the problem with playing against the Classic, right? You're not safe. You're never safe. Flying, running, doesn't matter. Right clicks are
Classic. My favorite gun from the pistols.
Yeah, oh, I thought you were just going to say your favorite gun full stop. Hey, you want a Vandal? No, I'm good. Play Classic. I'll drop every round. Hey, that'd be a useful teammate if you could pull it off. A 2v3, let's see if they can pull off this clutch. G2 so far have been pretty flawless, and it's what we were expecting, it's what we were anticipating. I didn't quite expect the previous round to go as it did! Zeke! Stop it, man! It's a 1v1! Give them some room to breathe. Halfway stuck. Oh, he's just gonna full stick it. Pros don't fake! Zeke, no clutch this time, because Mookie's come in, and he's managed to win one of their 3 rounds. Let's go!
Of the puzzle that makes a push on site successful.
There's the same nade, but it's the whole thing of fool me once, shame on you. Well, Mixwell, middle's been good for him, but not this time. Actually falls victim to pretty much the same kind of play that he makes, going out through the smoke and catching the frag. I really feel like that wasn't a necessary push, but what you have to remember is there's an ult orb there, and as a Sage, it's incredibly valuable on a round like this, perhaps even more so than normal. The issue is losing your Sage, now your B site's a little bit more open, there's a res already to take Mixwell back into the action, and you raise and Omen. Raise and Omen are super low, so that heal could have actually been very useful, but one tap by Polvi. Oh, see the HP. The HP is what does him there. He only got hit once, but that was enough because he was so low.
I mean, this is done and dusted as well. Hibber, unless he wakes up the Logan inside him.
I think even Logan, it might even be past Logan to win a round like this. Because especially they have the Rolling Thunder online, right? And Patatex running. The cancellation of the ult there kept in a tough enough position. You can't really push through this smoke. They could already be inside it. Especially, oh, they're updraft. Hibber, he goes in a bit of an updraft of his own. He's now up over the wall, but he's dead right afterwards. That kind of ruins the hope that I was starting to have. Still, man advantage for Animel. They're looking for the retake. Rolling Thunder is put through, and a nice kill by Zeke. Mixwell with another, and they're looking to finish this one off. It's already done. It's already dusted. It's the game that we expected. I like the confidence. They're straight down mid. They're rushing it in, looking for kills, and they've already got one. This is exactly how you play versus G2. You try to beat them at their own game. Bring the no respect play. And, well, Mixwell tried to do it as well, but he's just been punished. A shutdown at the start, and Animel looking good, with Patatek having to make a huge clutch. Although he has got a sneaky little position. He should at least... Oh, the timing. The timing has done him. I thought that was a free kill.
Well, but here Polvi pulls out an up round 2. So run free on the full buy. So they're fully committing.
Oh my. Oh my, look at the damage done. Zigataris is so low, running away, hopping into elbow to heal himself up. And with that, I mean, G2, they still have the advantage. Obviously, the health isn't going to be fully repaired either. The armor's gone. But I do look at this side of Animel. They have that operator. It's holding down A solo for now. But as Hibber falls, They actually double stick down. They obviously heard the TPs. They've cleared out long now. This is really good. So G2 think they're going to be running into a lighter position, but instead there's two players here. Oh, Polvi, I don't like that. Up above he went. Now he's got his ultimate, so a little updraft wouldn't be too bad. Dodges away from the nades, only takes a bit of damage. And here's where the round starts to spiral, because out he goes.
That's right.
He's always been rather a very aggressive player, but you want to get those smokes down first, and that's what he does after peeking. Pops the smokes, Mookie's in with one. Showstopper going to be popped, but no reward for it. And with that, man disadvantage. They've invested 2 ultimates already. They've invested full smokes. They've at least got the spike down and 2 kills right after. Hello, G2. Welcome to the server. Rez comes in onto Hipper, and Polvi's covering fire, but Zeke able to take him down. Showstopper returned. Everybody's investing ultimates into this round. Animel want to keep it going. They don't want G2 to build up any momentum of their own. A shock dart, ready and waiting, firing over, landing in preemptively. Another on its way. Here it comes, landing in, doing damage, getting a kill as well. They don't know where Pith is. 0-1v1, and Pith, he gets it done.
It was very risky because he was 10 HP himself. So he's not gonna be like very mobile himself. But hey, next round happens. Mixwell with the opening. On is with the ultimate. They get double kills. Mixwell's opening the site like a can of tuna. Will he get the foot? He hears the reload. Jiggle peeks to check the angle.
Oh, come on! With the pistol, the headshot and everything, that was close. Damage done. The shock darts through to try and finish off what was started. Now down to just 1 hit. The boombot, oh, Artis, you sneaky boy, he comes through! But the heal was underway. Hipper takes a few more bullets and gets rezzed right back up. A 3v3. Mookie in danger. If he gets 1 or 2 kills from this position, it could end the round, and he almost gets both! But Zeke has such fast reactions, lightning quick. Pith on the flank. Hello, there's a close range picture. That one's going to cost him, but Pith comes out, spots one, takes the kill, runs away. Just going to play nice and passive now, run down the clock, run down the time. He's going for the halfway stick. Peek comes out, player's still on it, but now he comes off. Pith has to peek, but a great help. Oh, the blast pack play, but it's not going to work. Poor old Hipper goes down. Good ultimate to start it off. Pith with another. And considering, you know, at this point we're looking at likely 4 on the board. That 5 rounds that I said at the start, I wanted G2 to get, or rather, I didn't want G2 to get if you're an Animel fan. Is very, very obtainable. Love to deal with these weaker weapons. Oh, nice stuff by Zeke. Zeke has been so clean. I know we said about his consistency and his ability, but his headshots have just been on point. Speaking of which, Patatek in with one of his own, leaves it all down to Mookie. A 1v4 that isn't going to happen. Something that we mentioned, though, and that I was... The reason I was being so reserved... Oh, Mixwell, that's a missed dash, a mistake, and an opening kill for Animel. This is exactly what they want. Pick up the pistol. At least the opening duel of it. They still have to deal with Pith on the back of the site, and they do so quite well. Nade comes through and does a bit of team damage, almost kills Mookie, in fact. But they'll get that spike plant. We mentioned how G2, you know, they can be slow to start because they just play super puggy, and then they come right back into it. This is what we're seeing. Zeke, I don't know how none of those shots hit, or NG really not on his side. Now he's all alone. 1 kill, but 2 more to go. That was close. That was 8-7. And a scoreline that's starting to get a little bit upsetting. That bot actually going to completely spot out Polvi. Now he's in danger. He's trying to updraft. Oh, that's... As soon as you updraft there, you are dead if you get hit. Because he knows you're in the air. Yeah, he knows you got to come down. It's nice and easy. With that, 4-3. G2, man advantage, holding down the A site with 4 players, but already, or 3 players, excuse me, already rotating over, but Mixwell doesn't need any help. And he's slowly walking towards long as well, weapon out. Little bit too late, but it's okay. His teammates are rotating in position. Nate goes out. Zeke buying himself time to get around through elbow, and he has a showstopper if it's needed. I think, all in all, this should be a relatively clean one for G2 on the retake.
You know, it's still... possible. They all go one by one from different directions. Let's see if Patatek waits for Pith because he's far away. Zeke goes in, dies, still gets the 1v1, and that's it.
Yeah, the whole thing there, as soon as you see the showstopper, a 3 versus 2 at this close of a game, you're not going to risk it.
It was not the name of the game in this round. And then Pith just runs away with a run like that. Oh
man, look, see, even when you try to counter G2's aggression on the defensive side, Mixwell does that. Comes out with a double, continues to push forward, and goes into a share. That's where the kind of the random aspects go. It's the wrong decision, but they'll do it because they're G2, and that's just how this works. Hunter's Fury taking down Artis. Things are looking actually pretty good. For Animel, these are the rounds that we always warn about when you watch G2. There's someone in the TP, they know about it. Paranoia through so they can just rush and rotate, get that spike planted on B, and then play the 2v2 out afterwards. There's still smokes for Patatek though. That's something that can definitely make a pretty hefty impact. This is going to be a slow one because look at this. Animel, they've not planted for spawn, so somebody has to stay close here at elbow.
Did he use the Wickham?
No.
Didn't see land.
No, he didn't because they would know he was there if it even flew up in the air. I think he's lining it up, but yeah, there. He's going to pop it now once they tap the spike so that it goes out and they can shoot through the smoke. So it's up above. They've destroyed it without any bursts, and Patatek took down Mookie. They presume that Kev is here. He's spraying. He's not getting him. Time is almost up, and the defuse inside.
He played, not sure if you actually paid attention to it, but when he was checking showers from CT, he was bopping his head on the doorway so he doesn't like commit fully to the jump.
Okay.
So he kind of like does mini jumps, and then the doorway just blocks him. So he just jiggle peeks basically by putting himself to a cover.
See what you need to see, but don't give them the chance to shoot at you while you're doing it.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Cool thing.
It's the little details that make the big difference, and like checking the left side instead of the right. Let's see if Pith walks around this corner. He could be dead. But if he waits, Mookie might walk straight into Mixwell's operator that's currently holding the angle that he wants to peek. There's Pith distracting, and the shot by Mixwell. Double opening as well because both those kills go their way. This now puts them right back into the advantageous spot, and they've seen the spike fall. So they know it's outside of the A side, at least for now. They're ready for Hipper. They take him down, and it's a 4 versus 2. This is looking like it might be the end of Animel after a damn good attempt in this map. The first one was a massacre, but they have looked a lot better on Bind. I want to say because of G2 having a very slow start, like 7-1 from there, G2 have turned up. But, oh god, Zeke, what a way to close it as well. The blast back boop